spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looking downfield, it's Burden. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game. And that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality. Running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. He gets a block. He's got an alley. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Bringing it back. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Boy, this shit is wild.
Nothing electrifies a stadium quite like the return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Hold and fire complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defensive. Beautiful plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Ellington. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snags it over the middle. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Burden. Got a man. It's Jordan.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
At the goal line. He goes down after the short.
How the fuck is he getting blocked and get his hands up?
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. That's reeled in. It's Parrish. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Caught over the middle. It's Adams. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Burden. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Hayes. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger. From
the gun, the ground game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra. Be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Burton. Got his man. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, and it's Adams. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds a man on the right. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bruins looking to convert on 4th down. Try and play action. The throw. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Gonna run it. It's Hayes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Got room to work. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll leave it with him. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
How they bailing me out, dog? Man, you didn't see the way this shit started? Man, that was...
From inside his own 10,
yeah.
he'll try to help out.
I ain't got shit. Like, I ain't getting no all season, none of that. With this, I got this team like right at the end of last year. For shit. I'm just trying to salvage some shit till I get a true all season.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
He's loose on the right. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
Yeah, you got some shit over there on offense.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox.
But I know some niggas in this league got some crazy shit, and I don't see how all these 99 niggas in the league. A team is like 5, 6 teams, all 99. How the fuck we get that?
Keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Give to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Parrish. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Back to pass, it's Burton. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
There he goes. The 50, the 40, the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Now that's some bullshit.
Through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Parrish. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman. You think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
Back to throw. It's Burden. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. The Bruins are on the move. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in sticks now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Burden. Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's now 4th and goal.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Fires to the big fella.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Burden. Gets it out fast. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the two-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's McFadden. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for a gap. It's Hayes. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first.